Okay, well, I feel really stupid now. But I think I fixed it. Let's try. Okay, and we got more maps. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it works now. Oh, this is the wrong one. So since I got more maps, I'm going to go into my world and just paste everything in here. So I got 3 extra maps, so I'm pretty confident that now it's going to be good. Let's copy over the function files. Going to work. Guys, it worked. Oh my god. I'm so stupid. I made the most stupid mistake ever. That's really how the top of the TNT looks. Okay, that's a little bit messed up. So there's still some more stuff to look into. Interesting. How did this happen? Okay, well, it's not that easy for me. But my mistake was that I hard-coded my program to open only the side texture. So even if I asked my program to open the top texture, it said, yeah, okay, I'll open the top texture. But I coded it so it would then go and open the side texture anyway. And the same happened with the bottom texture. I asked it to open the bottom texture, and instead it opened the side texture, because obviously that's what I told it to do. Yeah, the bottom texture is weird as well. You see that there are those white squares. Here there are no white squares. What is going on? Yeah, well, I still got more stuff to do, so I guess I'll update you again once I finally get it done. Okay, and the moment of truth. In case you're wondering, the problem was that I disabled something in the program that I thought was useless, but it wasn't so useless, so it didn't generate maps properly. But now we should be all good. And the old maps are a little bit messed up because I generated the new ones, but since we're gonna use the new ones anyway, that doesn't matter, and that's what we're gonna do now. We're gonna generate the new one. I tried to put it into one function file, and let's see how that goes. Oh, it's right here. Okay, the sides look good. The FPS doesn't look good, it's just 23, 25, 23. Oh, the top looks so beautiful. Look at that. And the bottom? Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. A fully working, huge TNT block. And you know what? It looks pretty real. Just this line here. And I guess they are on every corner and at the top. They're a small giveaway, but other than that, let's blow it up. Probably not here. Oh my god, 6,900 entities. Yeah, I can understand why my computer is lagging. Yeah, I actually don't know where to fly to escape all of the TNT. I just want to fly somewhere and spawn in the block and see what I can do. As you can see, I've spawned a lot of them. And the best thing about it is that I can just spawn it in game, and it's so easy to spawn it in. It actually turned out to be better than I expected, because I thought I would have to pause Minecraft, go into World Edit or something and create schematics, but I don't have to do anything. And I thought I would have to do one command, but I learned about functions in Minecraft and I just don't need anything else. Oh, and there you have it, in the desert, like I wanted. This is actually pretty cool because the parts which got buried into the sand killed the entities, which were the item frames, and so it's not gonna lag so much. So that's a good feature from Minecraft. Okay, let's test it out. It works. The item frame didn't pop off. Well, it did at the last time, but that's probably not easy to notice. And that's it. That's the end. Yeah, this is really the end. Now that I'm thinking, everything is done. So there's no point in continuing the series about big blocks. Maybe I'll do explanation videos for something else. Of course, you can leave your suggestions in the comments. And now I can say for sure that the series for big blocks behind the scenes is finally over. Thank you for following me and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you all later. Bye bye.